Hey, what's up? I'm Nathan. We're Seryn, and we're streaming live from Dance. I'm Trent.
I'm Aaron.
I'm Chris.
I'm Chelsea.
I play guitars in the band. Chelsea plays the violin and sings at the same time, and Trenton plays percussion and sings at the same time, and Aaron plays the bass and the trumpet at the same time, and Chris plays the pump organ and a bell kit at the same time. It's a lot of things going on.
The Seryn sound is an algorithm of life. I think that different people can pull different sounds from different songs at certain times.
It's pretty folky, a lot of acoustic guitar, lots of banjo stuff, but at the same time, sometimes it can sound more classical, sometimes it's a little bit post-rock, sometimes it's kind of spacey, so it's really just, it's a broad spectrum of influences. We've been working on our record for about a year and a half, and it's been a rigorous process, but I think we've all really enjoyed it and learned a lot from it, and I think we're all really proud of it.
Yeah, one of the things we tried to do was communicate the live aspect of how we play our songs.
The record is kind of, it's called This Is Where We Are. I think it kind of tells about the struggles, the victories, the toil and the pain, and the love, and the beginnings and the ends of life, just everything few and far between.
We put the songs in order start to finish because there is a progression. Like when we play the songs live, we're re-experiencing like every single time the emotion that initially went into the song. There is this one concept that runs through it. There is, this huge idea of just being an emotional being.
We didn't set out to make a concept album.
This is just now coming up that it's a concept album. I don't think that it is or should be considered anything other than just a record that we made. Just a record that we made.
Just a record that we made.
Just a what?
Just a record that we made.
What?
It's just a record that we made. When I listen to it, because I was a part of it, I hear the growth of 5 people who essentially, like as a group of 5, did not know each other that well. For me, see where we started and where we went to, this is where we are. That's where that whole thing comes into play.
I think all of us at one point in our life have been individually influenced by Doug Burr. And then when we came together and came as a band, it was kind of one of those things that we just found out about each other, that like all of us have really like appreciated his influence of just contemporary folk music. Sarah Jaffe, she's just a great songwriter. Her heart, her lyricism, both of them are just really fantastic. A real treat, and the fact that we've gotten to play with them has definitely been an honor.
I do remember Nathan coming home one day. He was like, "You got to check out this album," and it was Doug Burr's The Shaw. And I remember being very moved by that album, and about a year and a half after that, playing with him and him playing songs off of that was surreal. It was really awesome. It was really exciting.
I think the only thing we didn't mention about the influences in Denton is the train, which maybe that's kind of a weird thing, but we were talking with Paul Slavens yesterday, and Paul was just saying, Paul, who's another musician in town that I really respect, you can't escape the train anywhere you go in Denton. And other places I've lived in Texas, and I think a lot of other places in the Metroplex don't really have the train because it goes outside of all of that, but it does happen to go through Denton. And anywhere by T-Dub, anywhere at UNT campus where I've lived off Bolivar Street, and where we lived closer to Fry Street, you could hear the train. I'd be playing guitar at 2 in the morning and be jamming on some riff, and then all of a sudden I would look at the guitar and be like, what did I just do? This is the most amazing thing ever. And then I'd stop and I'd realize that the train was going by and the train was in key with what I was playing on the guitar, and it was like a real magical experience. I think you get that in Denton. You can't get that a lot of other places.
And we hope that streaming it online will bring it to more people and be available for more people to actually see the music being played, and because it's so much more of a different experience when you can listen to someone playing music, know that it's happening at the same time, and actually watch their fingers doing whatever they're doing and creating the music as you're watching it.
I think people at home will still get a feel for what it's like to come see us live. So I'm pretty excited that more people will be able to watch us than are going to be there. It's difficult for a band to play live and go, we want it to be just like our live show, and people to get the same energy, and that is difficult. And so when it's difficult for us to play the music, we have to put a lot of ourselves into it and really focus and be together. And I think that separates us from a lot of maybe dance bands where it's one button on the keyboard. And Daft Punk is great, but they have a giant pyramid. And a lot of bands don't have a giant pyramid, so we had to do something else.
Gaining a little bit more popularity and having more people come out to our shows and really have a good response to us was cool. This is what this is what we wanted to happen, so let's keep going. Let's keep trying.
Hi, we're Seryn.
Live from Dan's
On L.
O
V.
.com.